Hello everybody, CW here. Glad you could stop by. We got here is a selection of my 10mm bullets. And I've got to do a voiceover on this because silly me didn't charge my microphone. It worked really good in the last video, but I kind of should have charged it. So here we go. This is a 145 grain Lee bullet. I bought this mold to run in my 40s, mostly for competition. It worked really good for me until I got a PCC, and then it just wouldn't work. I believe it was too short, but it stopped working for me. So I had to go to that white one you see there, which I'll talk about in a minute. But it's been a really good accurate bullet for me, and I do like it. It works really nice, shoots really well. I believe I was shooting some tight group at about 1,000 feet per second with very low recoil. I really like the bullet a lot. So here we go. We're going to come up with this next bullet. And I don't know what I was talking about here. I'm taking a little too long time. But anyway, that's a color I created. It's like a flesh-colored... I'm trying to think of what I called it. I don't remember what I called it. Anyway, it was a really good bullet for me. It works good in all my 40s. This next one here is an MP. This is Chromachrome. This is 160 grain, so 401 160. It comes just with a hollow point, plain base. This is a really nice bullet. I need to do some testing with it for expansion because the load I'm using is a Blue Dot load that's running about 1450, 14 and a quarter feet per second. And I got a stinking suspicion it's going to overexpand. So I'm going to have to play with alloys, and we'll see what I get. But hopefully it'll be able to do it pretty soon, and I'll be able to take you along for the ride. It shoots really nice. This next one is another MP bullet. This is a slick side. This was given to me by Tin Man. Thanks a lot, man. I haven't shot these yet, but they're a good looking bullet. He cast these up. I want to say wheel weights, not sure. This one comes, I believe, with a couple different hollow points. And again, being a slick side, it's running about 165 grains, if I remember correctly. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know that he has. I know he's been having some issues with that new gun. This next one is actually 3 bullets, and I'm going to pull up the third one here in a minute. This is an NOE mold, 401 181, I believe is the number. And it casts a deep hollow point, which is the green, a cup hollow point, which is the blue, and then we've got a light blue one that I'm going to pick up right here, and that's the solid. So that bullet's running a little over 180 grains, and the lightest one with the big hollow point, I want to say it's 165 grains. This has been a real good bullet. I can see it almost to full length. It works really good. I also believe I've got a couple of coyotes with that big hollow point in this bullet. I like it a lot. It works good in the 40 and in the 10mm. This is actually a 3840 bullet. So the original 10mm, it's 180 grains. I shot it for a long time, a short time, in competition when that 145 stopped working for me. I didn't have a bullet, and I got this mold from a friend of mine. And it shoots really good. It's a really nice bullet, but just a 2-cavity, so it was hard to keep up with the bullets that I was shooting with just a 2-cavity mold. But it works good in the 10mm. It worked really good in the 40. That's another mold, another color I mixed up. Here's a favorite bullet out of the bunch, and this is the Lee 401 175 with a conventional grease groove. This I picked up in a 6-cavity, and immediately it was a winner. It was shooting so good. It does shoot so good. I don't mean to make it in the past tense. In the 40, it's great. In the 10mm, it's been great. I'm pushing this bullet along at over 1,400 from a 6-inch barrel in the 10mm with power pistol, and I'm shooting like 2-inch groups at 50 yards. I am really, really impressed with this bullet. I'm going to shoot something with this just to see how it works. It's got a good size me-plat. It feeds just fine. It's a really nice bullet. Trees A-Blowin' is running this one right now, and he's enjoying it, and he picked a really good one. This is a really nice bullet. I had the tumble lube version, and it wouldn't shoot worth a darn for me. This one here is our heavyweights. Now we're into the 200 grains. This is a discontinued Lyman mold. It is a, I don't remember the number, 401. I don't remember the number, but it's discontinued 200 grain, plain base. And it's a nice bullet. I've loaded this in 40 with the 200 grain in the carbine. And it feeds beautiful. It's a really nice bullet. And good in the 10 millimeter too. I just prefer a little larger B-plat. But it's no slouch. And its claim to fame is it feeds with really good reliability. These next ones are wide flat points, and they don't always feed as good. The Glocks feed them pretty good. I've tried them into my 1911s, and they won't feed good. This is an MP 200. It runs a little bit heavy. I like it a lot. It's the first 200. This also came from my buddy Bob with the 160 hollow point, came from him as well, and it's a nice bullet. I'm running it with Blue Dot and with Power Pistol, and I'm running it at about 1275, 1260. This is an accurate 401 200 slick side. I can't remember what the exact number is, but it's 200 grain wide flat point. I have to seat this one a little bit deeper, so I'm a little more skeptical of it, but I'm getting just about 1250, and it hasn't been a problem pressure-wise, so I could probably get that 1275 out of it if I wanted to. This is a bullet mold I bought a long time ago, my first wide flat point, and I lent it out, or I put it somewhere, or I don't know. I've got two molds that I can't find, and this is one of them. It's a nice bullet. It is a little bit problematic feeding. You got to play with it a little to make it feed. It's got the biggest me-plat, and it's a gas check bullet. And this last one is actually not my cast. This is from GT Bullets. And I bought these from them because I was interested in trying out this mold and didn't know if I really wanted to spend the money. And I knew it wasn't going to be something I used a lot. So I don't know that it was something I wanted to invest the money in for it. So I just bought a couple hundred bullets. What I liked about GT is they would sell to me as cast, and they would give me a few choices for hardness. So I was able to choose my 20-1 alloy and as cast. So I could powder coat these and size them through my stuff. I worked up a load with this in the Glock 29. That's the short barrel 3 3/4 inch or so, to about 1,075 feet per second. And I did just a couple of expansion tests, and they expanded beautiful. They actually had, I could have pushed them a little harder, is what I'm trying to spit out. They didn't expand all the way down fully, so I've got room for a little more velocity, and that goes with what I've found. Unless you've got a giant hollow point, and that is a good size hollow point, 1200 was the magic number. So a large, not gigantic hollow point with 20-1, 1200, 1175, 1200 was the magic number. So that's what I've got for 10 millimeter molds and bullets. I've had a lot of fun with them. I hope you found something here that you didn't know about or that you like. And let me know in the comments what you all think. Not sure where this is going to end here, so I'm trying to drag out our time a little bit. But thanks for stopping by. God bless everybody. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like these bullets or whatever you found. And CW out.